Hi guys! Second video in a day. Ooh, look at me. Now I was just watching Chris Cocker's video on how you should see friends as they really are, and I think he's talking about it in a good way, and I wanted to, elaborate on the fact that you should see friends for who they are in the other way, as in, get rid of them. And the main reason I'm saying this is because I had a personal experience not too long ago, maybe about a year ago, with a friend of mine that I was friends with for maybe, I don't know, about a year and a half. And she would call me maybe 4 or 5 times a day just to bitch about a boyfriend. And I had told her continuously, listen, honey, he's using you as a convenience. The only reason he still has you around is because you have a car, honey. Listen. Just get rid of him. He's cheating on you and you know it. You have enough evidence to prove it. She wouldn't listen, of course, but she continuously complained about it and complained about it and complained about it. Now, if I didn't answer my phone, if I didn't feel like talking about it, she'd call me like 5 times in an hour, or she'd leave angry messages on my phone, text me horrible things like, where the fuck are you? Why aren't you answering your phone? This and that. And, I mean, she was just a leech. She wasn't a friend, she was just somebody that liked to complain. And, it took me a while to realize this, and after a while I was just looking for any excuse to be, you know what, I'm sorry, but I can't hang out with you anymore. And that excuse didn't come up, but I did have a personal experience with her that kind of fucked it up a lot. So, I mean, she liked to drink. She really liked to drink on a regular basis. Massive amounts of liquor. That girl would get loaded every time we went to the bar, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but when you do it as often as she did, it is. So I was at my house, I had the community house. I was living with 2 boys, and they had their friends over all the time, so I had 15 guys in my house on a regular basis. So we had a couple people over for my one roommate's birthday, and, having a couple beers, staying at home. I didn't want to go out or nothing. She came over, had a couple drinks with us, and left. She went to the bar with a couple of her other friends. Now, I don't know how she got home. Well, she didn't come home. She came back to my house without telling me, and she walked up the stairs and fell on her face. So I was like, guys, come on, let's go pick her up. Let's go. So we picked her up, I put her on the couch, and I had her in my lap, and I was like, are you going to be okay? I'm going to be going to bed soon. Are you going to be okay here? So I, put her to sleep. And I wake up in the morning, and my phone's missing. So, Luke, where's my phone? Where's my phone? Oh, it's in Andrew's room. So, open Andrew's door real quickly and grab my phone out of here. And my roommate goes, Beth! And I'm like, sorry, dude, I didn't mean to wake you. I'm really sorry, I'll get out of your hair. And he's like, no, your friend pissed herself last night. I had the best birthday ever. So I'm like, what? So he goes, oh, look on Facebook. I'm like, what did you guys do? They had proceeded to use my phone to post pictures on Facebook of this girl's pissed pants. Now, there was 50. There must have been 50 pictures of this girl's pants. Now, I do not think I have ever seen anyone piss that much in my life. My boyfriend even told me that when he had looked over at her while she was sleeping, there was a puddle in her lap, and it was overflowing onto the floor. Most of it would have soaked into the couch, but dude, it was all the way down her legs, and it was in a puddle, and it was overflowing onto the floor. I ended up cleaning that shit up. I had to clean the cushions. She sat there and watched me do it. She didn't say shit. Now, we had a couple of the guys that slept over that night, and they were all making fun of her, and it was like, guys, listen, I had to take them aside and be like, listen, I can't let you do that. She got drugged last night. Well, that's what she said anyways. She got drugged last night. Guys, please leave her alone. Now, I was the only retard looking like an idiot defending this girl, okay? So I'm like, listen, honey, here, you can take those pants, you can take that sweater, go home, have a bath, rest yourself, don't think about it too much. She was crying. They were making fun of her so much. It is hard to get guys to not make fun of a girl that peed herself. It's impossible. It is absolutely impossible. You can't say, this girl peed herself, don't make fun of her, to a guy, because he's only going to hear, this girl peed herself. He's not going to hear the don't make fun of her part. Ever. Ever. So anyways, so I sent her home, and, it was all good, and her ex-boyfriend had come over because he's really good friends with my roommates, And he came over with another one of his friends. Now his friend was yelling at my friend on the phone, because I had her on the phone. I was like, listen, honey, I don't want you coming over. You're just going to cry. They're going to make fun of you. And she goes, well, you should be a little more sympathetic to my situation. And I said, whoa. I was like, I don't want you coming over because you're going to cry. I was like, there's no way that I'm not being sympathetic to you. I cleaned up your pee, and I'm looking like an idiot defending your stupid ass. Okay? I can't not look like an idiot telling the guys not to make fun of you because you peed yourself. I can't. So she was telling me, oh, I must have got drugged last night, this and that, all this other shit. So I'm like, okay. So I'm defending her with all these guys. Now, after she told me I was being unsympathetic, I proceeded to ignore her phone calls for a whole day. I come home, and I hear from my roommate's Beth, lock the door. And I'm like, why? She goes, oh, she's posted outside. She's trying to get in. I was like, yo, not cool. So I text her. I was like, honey, your ex-boyfriend's here. I don't want you coming over. You're going to cry. And then she's proceeded to say a few nasty things about how my house is disgusting and this and that. And she's done all this stuff for me. And I'm sitting there going, honey, I listened to your shit on the phone for hours. My phone bill was $400 one month because of you. I cleaned up your pee, and I'm looking like an idiot defending you. I was like, yo, if you're not going to fucking recognize that I'm doing all this shit for you, I was like, you better not fucking come back, because we are not friends anymore. She's like, good riddance to you anyways. I was like, honey, that's a weight lifted off my fucking shoulders. And a lesson to you is, if you find that you have a friend that you really don't like, that constantly is on your back about shit, get rid of them, because it's just going to ruin you anyways. Now, I find out later that this girl tried to tell people that I drugged her. Now, I'm sorry, but we were friends then. There in no way would I possibly ever think of drugging someone. Now, she ain't nothing to look at, so I don't think anybody at the fucking bar drugged her either. There in no way. She told me she spent $35 at the bar that night. There in no way would have been that much piss if you spent $35 at the bar. She had to have spent like $150 at the bar to be that drunk. I've seen her drunk. I'm not an idiot. So she told people that I drugged her, and I was like, So I proceeded to then tell everybody that knew her, evil as I am, that she peed on my couch and made me clean it up. Now everybody's going to listen to me because I'm not a total fucking bitch, and I don't lie about shit like that. Nobody would have known about that had she not been a bitch about it. But anyways, that is all I have to say for today. Love you for watching, guys. Subscribe if you want. Tell your friends. I'll be having a lot more videos on here. Make sure if you have any questions, please let me know. I can answer them awesomely for you, and maybe I can give you a little insight as to why it's happening to you. Peace, guys. Mwah.